if you're listening to this in the car and you're on your way home,
we'll be in
turn
your
around
house.
because we're in your house.
We're in your house. Welcome to the Horror Junkies Podcast, the podcast where we discuss all things horror. I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Pat.
We're back.
We're back.
What is this, week 2?
Week
this
2.
This is week 2 of the It's So Bad It's Good film festival.
And we survived to tell the story.
Yeah, holy shit. Do we have some god-awful movies to discuss today?
Jesus.
I don't know if I can make
Who
it another
picked
2
these?
weeks. Oh, these movies? Okay, so I picked a total of 4 films.
Right.
That I did a Instagram poll.
Yep.
So the winners out of the 4, because the 4 were Frankenstein meets Space Monster,
I wanted to do that one so bad.
Attack of the Killer Donuts,
Wanted to do that one so bad.
Spawn of the Slithis,
I can't get
And
my
Brain
hour
of-
and 25 hours back.
and Brain of Blood.
Yeah.
So those 2 won, and then also our friends over at the Mortuary Podcast suggested us to watch Birdemic and Nail Gun Massacre.
Yeah, we're not letting people pick anymore.
No,
I'm just
you're
kidding.
not allowed to.
I'm just kidding.
After Birdemic, I can't.
Yeah, that was you see, I've heard about that movie, and then I saw like the trailer. I'm like, oh, this looks like shit. I'm never gonna watch this movie. And now I'm made to fucking watch this movie, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more later on in the show, because holy shit.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit to spew.
Yeah. First and
Thanks,
foremost,
guys.
though, thanks everyone who's voted and suggested movies for us to watch.
Yeah.
You're making our nights hell.
That's the point.
Exactly. First and foremost, hey, Patrick.
Hey, Mike.
Did you see what I posted on Instagram the other day that was so cool?
What did you post on?
This is the nerdiest shit I've ever done. But I'm just fucking with you guys. No, the cool thing is, guys, if you head to Shudder.com and you use the promo code Junkies, you get a free fucking month of Shudder.
A whole month?
A whole month.
Wow. Yeah, we're sponsored again.
Yeah, we're sponsored again by Shudder, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that's fucking sick.
There's a lot of good movies on there right now, though.
Yeah,
like,
I used Shudder months ago.
Yeah.
And it was fucking good. They have really good, like, cool movies that you don't think like what a streaming website would have.
And they have a lot of exclusives now, like
Yeah.
Shudder originals and shit, which is kind of cool. But check it out, guys. Like Stephen King's It's on there. Salem's Lot is on there. Pet Sematary. A lot of Stephen King movies.
Hell
And
yeah.
then like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a lot of good movies on there right now. So I don't know. Sign up, get a free month, use that promo code. Why not? Binge out on fucking horror movies if you don't have them at home.
If you don't.
If not, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. But first and foremost, as always, it's the news.
It's the news.
Yeah.
We need sound bits on this podcast.
If you can make some sound bits for us, listeners, email them to us and we'll use them.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the Thanksgiving where he says, "You just got stuffed."
I want a sound bit where it just plays one of our old episodes all the way through.
All the way through. It's just, we don't even talk. It's like the first episode.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No.
But first, to discuss hot off the press, some most excellent news. Not really horror related, really, at all.
No,
kind of.
but it's exciting.
It's exciting. Fucking Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted are back.
They're back, and they're old.
Old as shit, but
which is funnier.
But instead of Keanu Reeves, because he doesn't age.
Yeah, because he's a living vampire, and we all know it. Come out and tell us your dark secret, Keanu.
Tell us now.
Nope,
he's a cat.
He's just a cat. Which is kind of cool. I mean, I love the Bill and Ted movies.
Yeah, me too.
Like, they're fun.
Yeah.
I especially love the Death. The movie with Death. Is that the first one or the second one?
That's the second one.
Second one. I love Death, especially when like they're playing all the games, and he's like, "Damn, fucking best 99 out of 100 or some shit." Yeah. But he may be possibly returning in this new film, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
There's a synopsis. Just think of Bill and Ted in their music career and not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's
Face the music.
Face the music. That's the tagline, I think, for this film.
Yeah.
But I just think it's cool that they're actually doing it. And I like that Keanu's actually excited that they're fucking doing this movie again.
Well, what else is he doing? He's going to do another John Wick movie?
They are. They just started filming John Wick 3 today.
Good. Those movies are good.
Those movies are fucking amazing. My favorite meme on the internet right now is of Thanos, and then it's John Wick holding his puppy.
Oh, yeah.
And then ashes, and then it's like John Wick killing everyone. Oh, funny.
Jim from The Office.
He's coming back.
He wants to do a sequel. Now,
it's already announced they're doing a sequel.
Yeah, to Quiet Place. I'm usually not for sequels.
Yeah.
Unless I hear that the official director wants to go ahead and jump on board, like he wants to do more of the story. Or tell a different story. Tell a story with the same franchise.
And it's like he wants to open the world up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
By all means. I mean, if it made money.
It made a lot of money.
So we already knew it was going to get somewhat of a sequel or a spinoff or something or a prequel or whatever. But the fact like he's on board and he wants to open up the world and do a sequel, which gets me excited for it. I'm like, all right, sure, dude. If there's more story that you want to tell in this world, by all means. And the studio's going to give him money, of course.
And what's cool is like he was like hinting on his website. Like, remember how when we first reviewed it, we were talking about like the other people that when he lit the fire, there's other fires that lit. Like, who are those people? Are they a community-based group, or are they kind of just like, oh, we're all survival, don't fucking tell you? I think he's hitting on that kind of storyline, like opening up that sense of like we're gonna see those others. Maybe they come to rescue the daughter and the mother to help. Who knows? But I think it's kind of cool. Like I said,
maybe it takes place in a different time. Who knows?
That's true. It could be a prequel
or a sequel or a complete sequel.
A complete sequel. Yeah,
like where we either go forward in time. Maybe different monsters, or they evolved.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I'm looking forward to this. You know, me too. I mean, a lot of people were kind of upset when it was Paramount first announced that this was going to be a sequel.
From the studios, like, okay, of course, like you got money, so of course you want to do a fucking sequel.
But now that John Krasinski is actually wanting to hop on board, my eyes are glued to it, and I want to see it. I want to see what he can do, because with the success of the first one, I mean, I don't doubt that the next one's going to do fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it'll make money.
Tell us what you think. Sequels, we usually hate them, but I mean, when the original director's involved, that's kind of badass.
Always.
And then, what's going on? Dude, so 1980s slasher inspired The Furies is coming, and it's bringing the gore.
Bring the gore.
The gore. Which is kind of cool. I've never seen this movie.
Me neither.
I need to watch it. But apparently, what this movie is about, it's a gripping female-driven horror that burrows into universal themes of survival, revenge, and redemption. So, pretty badass. Mm-hmm. Apparently, a young woman's going to face her darkest fears with 7 other unwilling participants in a deadly game. Sounds pretty badass. If it's gory, I'm all about it. Sounds like a new type of Saw.
Yeah.
With games and shit like that.
Yeah, or like with 1970s, 80s inspired.
Yeah. Or like Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm so that impressed. What do you got on your end?
What do I got? What do I got? Speaking of 1980s.
Sorry, I was drinking some water. Speaking of 1980s.
Bill
Moseley
wants to be Freddy Krueger.
The man with the knives.
So, and he's from House of a Thousand Corpses and
Devil's Rejects. He's also in 31, correct? No? Yes? No?
I'm not too sure.
I don't think so.
Not too sure.
I could be speaking out of my ass. I know he's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I see no fucking ice cream in your future. That guy.
The guy
that fucks dead women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see him playing a cool Freddy. If he brings like that.
I 100% can see him playing a badass Freddy. Yeah. Like, he's already a crazy character in those Rob Zombie films.
Yeah.
And in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Friday the 13th. I don't remember seeing him. But then again, I'm awful at putting face to names.
Yeah. Oh, especially because he like
usually plays.
I remember him heavily bearded, long hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Full blood.
I'm stoked to see this, man. I mean, not see it, but hopefully this could create something. Yeah. Because there's that whole talk that we talked a long time ago with Nightmare on Elm Street could get a reboot or another movie. And this guy clearly wants to do it. He's scary. He's creepy, and I think fits the part of Freddy Krueger.
Way better than what's his face from the remake.
Oh yeah, no, we don't speak his name. We don't talk about him.
Fucking what's his? He was in what movie?
Yeah,
Watchmen.
Oh yeah. I still don't know his name though. Yeah, but what else, man?
Ugly guy.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele. It's coming back to do another horror movie.
Us.
It's called Us.
No one knows what it's about.
But there's been
Jordan
a poster.
Peele, so there is a poster, and it's creepy.
We got an official poster, which is cool.
Nothing else.
Nothing else though.
It's Jordan Peele, and he's sticking to the horror genre, so that's pretty badass.
By all means,
please. This may be your time.
Maybe.
I mean, he won Best Script. What did he win at the Oscars?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. He won something though. Best Original Screenplay, I think.
I think so.
I think that's what he won. I'm stoked.
Especially if he brings like the comedy aspect into horror, which I appreciate.
I hope this one's more serious. I mean, that one was already really fucking serious. I hope this one eliminates that comedy from, and we just get that fucking pure horror.
I mean, that'd
movie.
Be yeah. Let's see how dark can.
Yeah, let's see how dark he can get, because he already went dark, but can he go darker?
There's always room to.
Go darker. Something that was cool that I shared with you guys in the group chat recently, a couple days ago, is that Death Waltz, which is like a record company, is releasing a vinyl, the Evil Dead soundtrack on vinyl, and it's reimagined. It's supposed to be like a nightmare. And the cool thing is, it comes with Bruce Campbell liner notes. So
really,
that's pretty badass.
Hell yeah!
And it's reimagined in the sense that the original music scorer, he like reworked the music, so it's the same original music. It's just reimagined from the same guy. So it's gonna be, and they there's a track online. I'll post it on our shit, but it sounds badass. As soon as it comes out, it hasn't come out yet for pre-order, but as soon as it does, I'm picking it up.
Hell yeah,
because it's Evil Dead.
Yeah, exactly. Have you read any of the Bruce Campbell's book?
No. I read some of it.
Okay. I haven't picked it up yet. Yeah. So
I have it autographed.
Yeah, I know.
I also have my Army of Darkness poster that he signed hanging in my room. Exactly. That was a fun time.
Yeah, it was.
That was a lot of fun. We got to meet Bruce Campbell. The chin was literally like 5 inches from us.
We also met a bunch of interesting cats in that day.
Oh, God, that was a weird day.
That was the same day I went to go see Jigsaw, right? Yeah,
yes, you went right afterwards.
God, that fucking movie. Funko toys. Mm-hmm. The famous Pops.
The Pop.
You got Pops.
I got Pops. You got Pops?
No. I got no Pops.
I got like 3 now. I sold a lot of them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I made a lot of money off those motherfuckers.
Well, Netflix is making a documentary.
Are they?
Yes.
About what? About their rise?
Yeah, the toys and the...
I mean, that's kind of interesting, because I remember when Pops first started, and I really wasn't into them, but our friend George was, and he's who got me into it. Fuck you. Because that's a lot of money. But I'm stoked, because they keep doing cooler shit. Like, they just released, like, last week they did the Witch. They're doing Black Phillip.
Yeah.
And they just announced, like, a couple days ago that they're doing It. And they're doing the gutter scene, so it's like it's a big piece, and it has like the storm drain with Pennywise looking out, and it has Georgie. So it's a pretty decent sized pop figure, and it looks so badass. So I like that they're growing. Mm-hmm. They've always grown, but I like that they're doing new cooler things with their figures.
Yeah, we have a bunch of friends that are into like collecting the Pops and stuff like that. It's crazy.
We're all hoarders.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I get rid of a lot of shit all the time.
That'll be arriving on your Netflix account May 24th.
Hey, a couple weeks away.
So if you guys are interested in, at least, I'm guessing this like the uprise and how it started.
Into now.
And what it's done to our pop culture. Pop culture.
Hey.
Look at that.
Look at that there. I like their like original monster series.
Oh, yeah. I like their big pieces, too, like when they do like big pieces. Like I saw one for Jaws, and that was sick.
They have a giant fucking Groot one.
Really?
Like, usually the biggest they go is 6 inches.
Yeah.
There was a fucking like actual life-size baby Groot pop figure that Target had exclusively, and I almost bought it. But my wife talked me out of it. She was like, do you really need that big Groot? And I'm like, yes, I do. But I didn't get it, and I'm upset now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But more stuff about Funko later when we're gonna do a little special thing for you guys. Bonus.
Oh yeah, bonus. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you what it is.
No, I'm sure you probably know what it is, but it's okay. Is there any more news, dude?
That's it.
No, we're gonna dive into this fucking
let's get into it. There's a lot of film to talk about.
4 movies, guys. Brain of Blood, Nail Gun Massacre, Birdemic, and Spawn of the Slithis.
Slithis?
You got to do the list. 4 movies, all bad.
All bad.
Not one of them
is not redeemable. Like, it's so bad it's good.
I mean, no, there may be one. And we'll talk about it when we get there.
I didn't like any of these.
Okay, well, I liked one of them.
Okay, good.
Fuck it. You just want to start with Brain of Blood?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's start with that. That was the first one I watched.
God,
no,
it was the first one I watched.
Slither was the one I first watched, or whatever.
Slithis, not Slither.
Slithis.
So, Brain of Blood, guys, directed by L. Adamson, written by Samuel Shermone, released in 1971.
I would be ashamed to put my name on this movie.
Yeah, I would be like, no. And then Rotten Score, not even there. You can't. There's not even a Rotten Score, not even an audience score.
Yeah.
For this movie, and it has like a 2.1 or IMDb or some shit.
Yeah, I think
it's very low.
I think Rotten Tomatoes don't like review like a bunch of old movies,
which I think is kind of dumb.
Yeah, I mean it just depends. I think it just depends on who's on the critics on their roster and if they review those movies, because I think they have like a certain amount of critics they have on there or whatever. Because it's not like critics go on there and review movies; it's whatever the critics review on their website, and then Rotten Tomatoes is just an algorithm. Yeah. For just how many critics liked it. And
this is the giant algorithm. Yeah. There's not even a website there.
Well, the whole world's a big algorithm. We're in the Matrix.
Well, that's it, guys. Bye.
Keanu Reeves.
So for those of you who don't know, Brain of Blood is about Amir. Amar. They pronounce it weird. The benevolent ruler of Khalid is dying. Oh, God. But there's hope.
There is hope.
There's hope. Young Skywalker. Freshly deceased, he is flown to the United States where Dr. Tritton transplants his brain into the body of a simpleton in a classic assistant got the wrong kind of body. Plotline. It's bad.
It's bad.
There's like nothing. First off, the sound is. I mean, that just the sound was off. You watch this movie and you feel like you're watching a 1950s movie, but it's made 20 years after. Like it's made in 1971, but the sound literally like sounds like they have one microphone. Yeah, and it's hidden in a corner because everyone's yelling.
Well, especially in the scenes when they're in the cellar.
The worst
sound ever. And
they were literally in a cellar, and then like they're like talk. Yeah, and it's just like the acoustics are shit. They're like it's echoing.
And when they're yelling, it looks like their head's a little up so they can get to the mic, I guess.
So the boom mic. They have like a boom mic. They're like, all right, give it your best. We only have one shot at everything. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the budget for this film. I think
I don't think there was one.
It was $5. They literally $5 at that time, so who knows. Yeah. So like first off, Amir's wife is like a young blonde lady. What?
I mean, I guess when you roll your own country, sure.
Yeah, for real too. Like, this also felt like an action movie, like a 1970 like Starkey and Hutch type of thing. Like, there's that in this part of the movie. There's this scene where they're driving down the road, and then there's like a car chasing them. Yeah, and the car eventually runs them off the road, and the guy somehow survives this like crazy car crash, and then sees the guy in town. Because why would he be in town? Like, and then they do like this crazy like 25-minute chase scene through like the streets of wherever the fuck they are, and it's just like, what am I watching? Is this?
Yeah, the whole time I was like, what am I watching? Even the scenes like
they wrapped the dead guy in aluminum foil. Yeah, they fucking wrapped him like he was leftovers from the night before.
But the two people that are like locked up in the cellar. The two main people, the little girl, her hands are not all the way in. The cuffs,
not at all.
You could just be like, she could just slip out easily.
Leave her alone. If she would just slip her arm out, she could get away.
It was so bad.
It made no sense.
The whole movie didn't make sense.
The blood looked like ketchup, which I loved. That was hilarious.
Yeah. The makeup was just god awful.
The makeup was fucking. I literally wrote. I was like. The makeup on the big fucking guy is awful. It looks like Play-Doh.
It looked like mashed potatoes just thrown at his face.
We don't have time for makeup. There was a bowl on top of his head too that made him look bigger.
Yeah, it made him look.
The guy's already huge. Like he's an actor he's like 6'3", 6'7", or something like that.
Just made his head look taller.
They're like, here's a bowl in your head. We'll throw some mashed potatoes on there.
Jesus, it's probably the bowl they made the mashed potatoes on.
The whole like, fucking like girl coming home. The guy like going in there robbing her. Like, I don't know if you caught this, but like she takes off her sweater, and then hangs it up. I'm like, gross. You just wore that all day. Like, why is that not dirty? Like, put it in the fucking laundry basket.
Dude, continuity is not a thing for this movie.
No, there is not 1 ounce of nudage, and it's weird because it's from the 70s, which was a time that like every horror movie, there at some point in time there is nudity.
Yeah.
God, guys, I'm sorry if you guys watch this like with us. I apologize for the hard watch. At first I said, who is the big fucking guy?
Who's the big fucking guy?
And then they explained who he was, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he's there. This movie was just bad.
It was literally just clean up the script.
Yeah.
You could have just made it could have looked bad, but it could at least had some substance, or the story could have anything.
There was nothing there. Like literally, like, and then once they wake the Amir up from his surgery, his brain, which was kind of cool. I liked the surgery. That was kind of badass.
That was cool.
The goopy brains and
I think
shit.
that's where all the budget went to.
That's literally, the budget was like, all right, we got to have.
And you see him like holding the brain, but trying to like keep it together. But it's falling apart, and they're like, fuck it, and then they just plug the shit in. They're like, all right, that's it.
Fucking incubator.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what the fuck? Like first off, the brain is mush. Is it good anymore? Like,
no.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can't put that back.
No, you can't. I don't even think that brain is viable anymore.
No, I think that was just like an era in the makeup and stuff like that. Like, it's like you broke the only brain we have. I'm like, I guess we got to go with it. Because he's like,
it took us 5 days to make that fucking brain, Brian. God damn it!
Like, because he's holding it, and he's like, it's falling apart, and he's like, you can see him like struggling, like holding it together to put it in the other fucking platform. I'm just like, oh my god.
His assistant's not even assisted. He's not even helping. Like, you would think, here, hold this brain real quick.
The small guy was cool. He was funny.
He was funny. He put a fucking bomb in someone's car, and he was like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
They made him drag the fucking guy.
What
was his name, Kent or something?
Yeah, down the why is that his job?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
We'll let the can't call them midgets anymore, right? Yeah, no.
The short guy.
Make the small guy throw everyone.
Carry a full fucking grown person all the way down to the cellar. Yeah. What else? I had something I wanted. The fucking so Amir wakes up. He's like, "What did you do to my?" You can obviously tell as well that it's not the actor talking; it's a voiceover. Like, he's just like lip syncing. He's like, "What have you done to me, my mashed potato face?" And he goes like, "No one dies."
Yeah,
does
anyone
die? Except for the
little girl.
The little girl dies. The guy who broke into the house because he jumps off a fucking ledge. But it's like, I don't think the guy actually, like, he's not even a monster. I mean, he's a monster in the sense,
that fucking scene when he breaks in and then he crawls out the window and he just pushes it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
So, like, I wouldn't even consider this a horror movie. And how it was labeled a horror movie. I mean, mad scientist, the brain changes.
Yeah, that's how it's...
I take this more as a fucking, like, action thriller.
I feel like Reanimator just saw this movie. He's like, we can make this better.
Reanimator was like, we can do this better. We got this. And they'll never know that we just stole from them because they're just it's just garbage.
I'm pretty sure it came up before Reanimator. I'm not going to look it up. I don't care.
Fucking, yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah. What are you scoring?
Fucking 1. What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe you throw me out a 7 out there. Like,
no,
this movie was
a fucking 1. Let's get to 1 because of the chase scene when he breaks in. Because when he pushes him off the ledge.
Also, what the fuck was this supersonic fucking thing?
Yeah, I was about to ask what that is. Like,
he's like throwing fucking sound waves at the guy.
Just some random old guy holding a fucking ray gun, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that's okay.
That's fine. That's normal."
In the daytime too. That scene would have been a lot cooler if it was at night, but it was like midday because I'm pretty sure they had no lighting.
No lighting. So like
we got to use natural lighting. So so make sure we film at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon when it's nice and bright outside. I'm like, Jesus.
Watch this movie,
Christ.
guys, because I promise you'll enjoy it.
Even if they had a flashlight, I would have been like, all right, that's cool.
At least
fine.
they tried.
Yeah.
At least they fucking tried.
No, early, midday. You know what I hate?
What?
Jeepers Creepers 3 did the same shit, and I'm like, why? Why the fuck are you showing him in the daytime? Like, this is stupid.
They did it in all of them, actually.
Yeah, but he was covered up in shit, which it made him more scarier.
Yeah, it did. The Scarecrow fucking... Yeah. In the first one, creeped me the fuck out.
No, the Jeepers Creepers 3, he's just...
out there and just... Well, I mean, you make 3. 1 and 2 were okay. You make a third one. I mean, you're kind of shit out of luck. Yeah. So... Enough about that one. That's it about Brain of Blood, guys. Watch it. We watched it on some weird website I've never heard of, Fandor. Yeah. A lot of these movies are fucking hard to find. Yeah. Like next week's movies, I've already tried searching for them and I can't find them anywhere. Jesus. So it's gonna take some researching to dig those up on the internet.
We might have to pirate it.
I mean.
Unless Shudder gets them on there.
Unless Shudder. But yeah, no. Watch Brain of Blood, guys. I mean, fucking. Yeah. Take our word for it. Don't take our word. You may love it. Exactly. This could be right up your fucking alley.
Yeah, this might be the movie that you've been asking for. It might have been written just for you.
It could be just for you. We want to talk about next.
Spawn of Slytherin.
Slytherin. The Spawn of Slytherin. I actually enjoyed this one.
It's more redeemable than the last movie.
It is probably the most redeemable film out of all of these.
I think it's the most horror-esque.
Yes,
next to
it's more sci-fi horror. Yeah. So it's written and directed by Steven Traxler, released in 1978. It's got a 29 Rotten Tomatoes. I can see that.
Yeah,
the acting wasn't... See, like in the previous film, acting was garbage.
There was no acting
in it. The acting in this film wasn't as bad.
No.
And compared to the other films, it wasn't as bad. Like the acting was okay.
My only complaint with this movie is like they try to put too much into like a plot which you couldn't follow because you're like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. But I did enjoy the monster, and
this would have worked so much better as a fucking short.
Yeah,
like I totally 30 agree. Minutes short, done. Like
not
this
an
would
hour
have been
and 30 minutes.
No, this would have been perfect as a short. Just so you guys know, this movie pretty much follows like it's a nuclear leak creates a mutant Slithis sea monster. Slithis is like a new breed of fucking mud. I don't fucking algae, protozoan, something. There's like this cool backstory in the film actually. Like, also, 2 teachers solved this case. Yeah. A high school journalist and a fucking biology teacher. They're like, something's going on in the Venice Beach area. We got to solve this shit.
Jesus.
There's just so much like walking and talking. Like
and we're walking and we're talking.
The whole like when he meets the boat guy, like that was the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah. His outfits. What the fuck were his outfits? I was gonna
bring that up.
He had the worst outfits.
Oh my god!
I think I even wrote. I was like, dude, this guy's outfits are the fucking
70s.
No. There's no excuse. First off, one shot he's wearing like a full blue jean fucking one piece. I'm like, ew. And then the other one, my most favorite outfit was when he was talking to all the transient people, and he was wearing that big ass fucking John Hammond hat. I was like, "Who the fuck are you? Are you about to go?
What the fuck are you?
Are you a person?"
Like, I think it was the monster in disguise. Like, yeah, I'm dressed like normal people.
I'm a normal human.
I'm normal.
I
like how violent the monster was, kind of. You know?
Oh, dude, he was fucking brutal.
Like the car scene.
The first death was cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I wrote the husband is a total tool and deserves the death.
I'm putting my pants on to go in the living room.
For 35 years, I put my fucking pants on, and now you want to say something about me wearing my fucking pants? Because clearly someone just broke into your fucking house, and he's like, I'm not.
Hold on, I got to put on my pants.
Hold on. First off, I don't want to get out of bed. Yeah, like literally, like the Slithis creature breaks through the fucking screen door. First off, why is the front door open?
The 70s was a different time.
Different time?
Maybe they're in Canada.
Maybe.
No, they're in
they're in Venice Beach. I just hated that guy. And then he didn't even get killed really bad. His wife got like her fucking skin and meat slurped off. Yeah. I was like, God damn, she died brutally. Another fun like plot hole type of thing is like when the main character, the guy, he goes into the house where the old married couple was murdered. Yeah. And then the cop shows up. And he's like, you can't be in here no matter what. Like, this is an active crime investigation. You need to leave. And then the cop just leaves and leaves him there. Like,
you gotta go.
All right, bye.
Walks away.
All right, bye. Like what the fuck?
Jesus. Yeah. This movie.
I have like so many, like just the random turtle racing.
Yeah, I didn't.
There was a whole backstory for like this fucking couple that are going to have sex who die. Like,
yeah.
We found out so much about this character. The one guy's a douchebag. He had a picture of himself right next to his bed. I was like, what the fuck?
Because is it to go to bed? Good night, me.
Yeah. I did like the overall concept of the monster.
Yeah.
The monster actually is a really cool design. I feel like it's a ripoff of Swamp Thing and Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, of course.
Literally. But he looked cool.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all these movies, this one actually had a really cool monster.
He sounded cool, too.
Like he did sound cool.
The noises they used for him. I feel like they just... It kind of just sounded like oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
But just sped up and really loud.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It worked. He also feast. There was a lot of gore in this movie.
Yeah.
He feast upon the entrails of people, which was cool. He comes back.
Yeah.
At the end, he gets hit. He gets shot with a shotgun 8 times, and not one damages him. But an anchor, he's fucked. He gets straight down to the ground. But he comes back, and I love how they just leave that cliffhanger. Like, is there a second one?
Potential sequel. And there is a sequel to one of these shitty movies that we watched, which I can't fucking believe because it's kind of one of the shittiest.
It's one of the shittiest, and I can't wait till we talk about it.
All right.
You want to give it? Yeah, Spawn. I really enjoyed Spawn and the Slithis. I actually would like to see it redone today. I think it could be like with practical effects and all. I think it can be cool.
Let Guillermo del Toro do it. Let him do it.
Oh, that would fuck me. That movie, that'd win an Oscar. That movie, rework the script, keep the creature. Let's fucking do it. Like, so I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give it a 3 as well.
Out of all these movies, it had stronger acting, better practical effects. It had, like it was just better all around than the fucking other 3.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Check that one out. That one's online. You can find that one online. I promise you guys.
Yeah.
Just type it in, full movie. It's there. It's on YouTube. It's fine. It's free.
That's how I watched it.
Same.
Nail Gun Massacre.
So this was the first one.
I think this is the one I watched. Yeah, this was the one I watched. Last one I watched.
Yeah, this is the first movie of the Mortuary Podcast. The guy gave me a list, and I just kind of picked Nail Gun Massacre. I was like, what? Yeah. I'd never heard of it before. The other ones I did. This one wasn't. It was bad. It was like first off, I'm not in like all about the whole opening sexual assault scene.
Yeah, I was like with the gangbang with a bunch of construction workers.
Yeah, this is dumb. Yeah. But then like it sets the premise for the whole movie. Yeah. Though, like
it's because it's a revenge.
It's a revenge movie.
Yeah.
But it's not her. No. It's her father. Yeah. I think he's her father.
Something like that. Yeah.
I will say. Like, I can't. This movie was just like.
But he pretty much kills everyone in town.
He kills everyone. He just kills everyone.
He's just
like it's revenge, and it's all. I mean, like, it's great that he's doing this. But like, also, I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
It's directed by and written by Terry Lofton Lofton. 1985. So it was the big slasher era. They're trying to do the slasher whole thing. Got a 23 Rotten Tomatoes. I feel like that could be lower.
I felt like it could be definitely lower.
I mean, first off, the best thing about this movie is the tagline. It's cheaper than a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like, and I like the fact that in the movie they say the price of the nail gun. It's like it's $103. I'm like,
so you know how much it's going to cost you to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
With a
nail
gun.
Like. I don't feel like anyone should have died from the nail gun shots, except for the guy who got shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's the only one I was like, you probably should have died.
Like, she should, like, the person's just, because at first, like, you're like, oh, this is definitely the girl, but you don't know because the outfit is ridiculous. It's literally camouflaged.
Looks like a bad.
And then a biker, like a fucking full face biker helmet with duct tape.
It looks like a poor kid that tried to play. It's like a poor kid at
G.I.
Halloween
Joe?
trying to be a Power Ranger.
Oh yeah, no.
Or I guess G.I. Joe. He's trying to be like Snake Eyes or something like that with the nail gun that he grabbed from his dad's garage.
I will say that I was first when I saw this. I was like, man, how the fuck is a person gonna kill people with a nail gun? Like, it has to be connected to a fucking air compressor. answer my question. He's got a fucking cylinder of air on it, a compressed air on his fucking back, and he has a little
which is part of his design, and it's like the brightest thing.
Budget for this movie, I think it was $5 as well. Like, and it went to the outfit. We can't say $103, so $200.
Okay,
$103 went to the nail gun, and then the rest went into I don't know.
Just so you know how much we spend for this movie.
The Ritz crackers.
Oh yeah, Jesus fucking Christ!
The fucking sex scene in the woods.
Yeah,
they're just fucking on a tree. And I feel like they were actually having sex. Like, I don't know.
They probably were.
There's just like full white man butt for a good fucking 5 minutes. And then it's like they both die. You see penis for about 2 seconds, and then she falls on top of him. This movie, I can't. I did not enjoy it at all. I didn't. The fucking
even
the voice
scene,
effect.
Yeah,
like that was so dumb. Like it sounded like he took a fucking speaking spell and put it in his mask. Like he wanted to be. Ghostface wasn't out in that time, but he wanted to do that whole concept.
Yeah,
where, like, he got like one of those like voice changers.
Just sound like a robot,
and it's just like,
but bad.
Also, the worst one-liners ever.
Yeah,
because Nightmare on Elm Street was like the king of fucking one-liners. This movie butchered that.
I think it took everything that's good about slasher and just made it terrible.
Made it
even the
bad.
Fucking the way he died. I'm gonna run up a crane because I'm getting chased.
Fall off.
I'm getting chased, so I'm gonna run up this crane because like there's somewhere to be after that, right? Like no, you're gonna fall off.
And then he
asshole.
just falls off and dies.
That's it.
That's
literally the end of the movie.
That's this whole movie. There's this tool doctor who's like, I got tired of wearing white.
Fuck that guy. Yeah,
I got tired of wearing white. What? He looked like the guy from Spawn of the Slithis.
Yeah, he did. What if it's the same
actor, same wardrobe?
Yeah.
It's just a bad movie. I can't. I watched it. I watched it at work, and I was like, okay, like we'll watch this. I guess this is awful. I already hate it. And then I'm like doing stuff at work, and I'm kind of just like glancing over. I'm like, this is still on. Like I'm regurgitating everything that's happening. Like the story makes no sense in the sense of like they're fixing up that house.
Oh yeah, that's like a whole plot, and I'm like, what?
What? Like, whose house is it?
Yeah,
old lady so and so, and like, where is old lady so and so?
Is that where you get the nail gun?
Is that I mean, no, they get the nail gun because they own a hardware store.
Yeah.
If
you got to use something, I guess
it is cheaper than a chainsaw, and I like the fact there was a chainsaw in the movie, and the guy cuts his own hand off after he's hit with the nails. I also the makeup was okay.
Yeah.
Like the practical like the effects when it came to the nails. Oh, I know. Hold on. There was things I want to talk about in the notes. That's Birdemic, sorry. So after that the first episode scene there we get to the guy and the girl in the bed.
Yeah.
Where it's just boobs within the first 6 minutes. And then there's just a dramatic close-up of the boobs.
I appreciated that.
With the music from the water level and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I literally think that's what that music was. I was like, they just took Donkey Kong's water level and like, let's just have a close-up on boobs while playing this movie.
Fucking perfect.
And I'm just like, this is like, literally, they took it like...
Now it couldn't have been, it's the 1980s.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. But it just, I was listening to it and I was like, this is oddly familiar for some reason.
I like the boob scene.
It was just, it was lit, and it wasn't like, okay, it took 6 minutes of the film to show boobs. 6 minutes in, boobs. The boobs were there for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the longest time ever. I was like, what is going on? And she's like, but you said we can play doctor all day long.
He's like, I gotta play wood with my friend.
He's like, I gotta go cut some wood gotta go cut wood in the woods with my friend.
All the sexual innuendos in this one.
Yeah, literally.
Jesus. Now I did like the boob scene though, so
of course,
because that was the only thing that was like, all right, finally something like.
Oh yeah, you can get a grilled cheese and fries for $1.19.
Where? I want to fucking go.
At Dairy Queen, apparently.
No.
And I also just wrote like the most anticlimactic ending.
Yeah.
Like this movie just like.
There's like, how we end this? Have him run up a crane.
Fuck it, dude.
And
We've
then
been
fall.
filming for 2 days. Fucking. We need to end it now. But yeah, like I said.
Quick before someone stops us from making this god-awful movie. Before we start getting a clue that this is not good.
Oh, fun fact: the old lady at the store clerk who's ringing up everything.
Yeah.
She's like someone's grandmother. Like the actual store clerk didn't show up that day, so the guy got his grandmother to be in the movie.
Hey, Grammy, come on.
Like, and apparently, like, if you look closely at that part in the movie, you can see the script right in front of her because she's like fucking 90.
Jesus,
that will be $19.20. You're like, is she about to die?
She's about to croak.
So Nail Gun Massacre, guys, could be lower. That should be the tagline.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It could be lower.
So what's your Horror Junkies?
0.5. No, I'm gonna give it a 1.
Okay.
No, 0.5.
I'm gonna give it a 2 because tits.
It's the 80s, so
that
was every horror movie ever.
Yeah.
If you made a horror movie in the 80s and it didn't have some sort of boob in it, like you just didn't. You weren't taken it seriously. They're like, well, there's supposed to be 5 minutes of at least boob in
what do you think this
80s.
What do you think this is?
The 50s? Also, Spawn of the Slithis, to jump back, it was rated PG.
Yeah.
What the fuck? There was blood, entrails, there was dead dogs. That was a fun little trip back to when we were talking about that movie. And then
and now we have a movie called Birdemic.
Birdemic. Shock and terror. First off, I just want to say fuck you for making me watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take that as a joke. I'm just kidding, but Jesus Christ.
I'm not joking. Fuck you, man.
This was so bad.
It's not even it was so bad. I couldn't.
This does not fit the title. It's so bad it's good. It's so bad. Kill me now.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't stop watching. It was entertaining to watch these people try to act.
Try and failed hard.
The fucking main guy was just like, I'm like, this guy must have been scared to be in front of a camera or something. Like, this is bad. He was a fucking robot.
He was so stiff.
Yeah.
Okay, so just little tidbits. So this movie is written and directed by James Nguyen. Okay. I have no idea. He's made 3 movies, and one of them is Birdemic, and the second one is Birdemic 2.
Oh, yeah. To go back real quick, Nail Gun Massacre, that's the only movie he's directed. No shocker there. Just had to go back and say that.
No shocker. Because
I went to go look at
could be lower.
I went to go look at his IMDb, and it's like, that's it.
Wow. Yeah. That must have been like a school film project.
That had to have been.
It literally had to be a film project. And you can see why his film career didn't take off anywhere.
No, because it was bad. But back to bird shit.
Bird shit. 2010. You would think this movie was made in 19 fucking...
One
because the graphics are fucking shit. Has a 19%. This one I was impressed with. 19.
Yeah.
This one could be way lower.
Someone was being very generous.
Someone gave him 100 for fucking shits and giggles, I think.
Someone was paying Rotten Tomatoes or something.
On the website we watched this on, like, you can leave comments. If someone gave it a 5-star review and said, I was moved.
It's one of those troll videos, movies that are just like, no, it's good.
It's good. Watch it. Just so you guys... Yeah, that's literally all it is.
Yeah.
If you guys... losing my train of thought. This movie is about a horde of mutated birds descending upon the quiet town of Half Moon Bay, with the death toll rising. Where?
Yeah.
2 citizens managed to fight back. There were definitely more than 2. But will they survive? Birdemic? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
So fucking bad.
That was the literal bird noise from the movie.
They literally look like shit.
So this movie is
flying shit.
Genred as romantic thriller horror.
What romance?
The romance is between the 2 main characters.
They had no chemistry.
First off, he like walks into like a fucking diner and just like creepily stares at her for like a prolonged. There was the cut. Oh my god, I can't. The transitions in this fucking movie.
It's so bad.
It was like they like filmed it, stopped, started filming at the end of the angle, stopped, started filming at the back of the. Like there was no like smooth transition. It was just like rough cuts of everything. Half the time I feel like they re-recorded audio because they didn't have audio. Because the audio like would be louder. Because excuse me, I just released burp. What else? Where was I going with this? The longest, most annoying intro ever.
Yeah. Oh my god. I was about to say.
It was like 6 minutes long. I was like, why? Like, worst transition. The sound design was awful. They fucking traded cards at the end. Because, in the movie, there's this part where he goes to this diner. He doesn't even order it. No, he does. I'm sorry. There's a hostess. I forgot all about her.
Yeah.
They just, hi. Do you want to sit? Yes.
Because people talk like that in real life.
Literally. So he's staring at this girl like, oh, my God.
I'm showing Mike the poster for the second film.
It's called Birdemic 2, The Resurrection. Apparently it's in Hollywood. And then she leaves, and he just starts talking to her, and then he runs out of the thing to talk to her some more. I would have been so creeped out.
Yeah.
This guy's just staring at me while I'm eating a meal. Then he chases me out of a diner, and then he talks about how he remembers me from fucking high school.
Oh god.
And then he's like, I would like to stay in contact, and they trade business cards. Who the fuck trades business cards unless you're at work with other people that are doing business?
There's literally a bald eagle. There's a fucking.
Oh my god.
I'm looking at the photos from the second film, and it looks like the budget went up like $2.
Oh, does it really? The birds look the same?
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
I love the fact that in the movie, he's like a tech salesman.
Yeah.
He makes a $1 million sale. He's fucking proud of it. Goes home, buys $23,000 worth of solar panels, goes on a date with the girl, buys her one rose. What a fucking cheapskate.
What an asshole.
You just got stock options and all that shit. You go to dinner, you're like, here's one rose. But don't worry about those solar panels.
Yeah, don't worry about those.
This movie's just a giant global warming
propaganda.
100% probably
what scene?
Global warming.
The scene with the old man on the bridge.
Fuck was he? Where did he come from?
And then there's another scene where they mention that. I think it's the
whole thing is global warming. The panel. Also, skipping back to Spawn of Slithis with old men. Who the fuck was the old guy at that circular house, standing on the open ledge, drinking a glass of wine, smoking a pipe? If you have guests in your house, why the fuck are you way up there and not in front of them? I forgot. I forgot that about 4 movies. Too. It's a lot of things, a lot of blending.
Oh, I jammed them in all today and yesterday. So
same. But Birdemic stands 40 minutes, no birds.
Yeah,
40 minutes.
Which is good because the birds suck.
Yeah. Oh god.
It makes the Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds look more dated than this fucking movie. And this movie came out
2010,
8 years ago.
8 years ago, almost at 7. Also, the two main characters of the movie, they finally been dating for a while, and they're gonna have sexy time, but they go to a hotel.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They both have houses. Who the fuck? You make it seem like it's like you paid for sex. We're gonna go to this random hotel and have sex, and then she walks out of the bathroom. How do I look? And he's wearing full clothing, staring at her creepily. And then they have passionate random kissing. It's weird.
I followed the girl on Instagram before I even saw this movie.
Yeah, he literally texted me. He goes, I follow this girl on Instagram. I'm like, who? He's like, the girl from Birdemic. I'm like, why?
Because she's sexy.
Also,
she's also on the YouTube channel that I watch. So,
the birds blow up. What the fuck was that? They were kamikaze birds.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are they fucking explosive? They're birds. Are they?
It's probably something in their poop.
Oh god, there's so many problems with this movie.
There is a lot of problems with this movie. First of all, did they explain why the birds do this?
They're mutated.
That's it. And global warming.
The doves saved them.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Also, I wonder if someone called the cops on these people while they were making this movie, because there's just random people waving guns outside of cars. Because you can literally see real traffic
CGI
just driving by.
I can't even call it CGI. It's fucking
copy and paste on paint.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
These birds they flap every 3 seconds. It's just they look like someone a kindergarten. One of the kids in the movie drew a bird. And they're like, animate this.
Yep. Jesus fucking Christ.
There's a lot of scenes I feel like editing was just I wonder if he edited it. The director edited the movie because
no, they just hire some crackhead.
Because there's just scenes where you're like, why is this in the movie? So part of the movie, they rescued like this girl and her brother, and they finally get away and everything, and then like they say thank you like 8 times.
Yeah,
and you're like,
thank you.
What the fuck is going on? Like, am I in a loop or something? Like, why am I in hell right now?
This is hell for you.
No one really dies. Like the one girl goes to take a shit.
I forgot about the shit.
She goes to and the guy literally says like, "Oh, she went to go take a shit." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Where's Becky? Oh, she's taking a shit.
She's taking a shit. And then, like, cut scene, it's the 2 girls, and she's got a roll of toilet paper, and she goes to, like, squat, and then a bird just swoops in and kills her.
This is literally 5 hours I'm not getting back in my life.
No, you're not. I literally wrote, like, girl dies by taking a shit, iconic. That's, like, the best scene of the entire movie.
Yeah.
Something that I thought was stupid. The birds are, like, attacking the glass at the hotel. So they take the mattress and the box spring to not even cover the window. Like, what the fuck is that going to do? Is this going to stop these blowing up birds?
A lot of decisions in this movie that did not go well.
Who funded this movie?
I don't know.
Who gave them 10 grand? Like, you know what? This is a great fucking film. I read the script. This is solid work. Here's 10 grand.
They probably gave him a better script and then made a shitty movie.
He wrote it.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't. This movie
gives me hope. I could be
bad.
like, as long as my movies don't look like this, I could probably make a good film.
You can get 6 movies if you fucking go to Sci-Fi. This movie, Sci-Fi looked at this and like, no.
When you knock on Sci-Fi's door and they're like, no, you know you're not.
You're not making it.
You're not making a good movie. Sorry.
Please watch this movie, guys.
Yeah, you have to. You just have to.
I think it's a rite of passage. I think everyone should have to watch Birdemic. I'm not going to watch the second one. I don't think anyone should have to bear through 2 of those.
I'm curious.
Maybe it could be better.
Who knows?
It could be
Maybe
better.
they took notes.
They're like,
well, from the pictures I saw, the birds still look the same, so who knows?
Okay. When was 2012? It was 2 years later as well. I think they made this film.
Jesus,
second film.
Crazy. Who gave them funds to make another one?
Who watched the first one was like, you know what? We can make more money off this. There was no return on this movie. No return. They went negative. They went more. Like I said, this movie has a 0.5 for me. No, a 0. This is a 0.
Definitely a 0.
There is no way. There's no plot.
There's no score for this one.
There's literally, you can't even. Stephen Hawking could come from the grave and could not give us a calculation for this, how bad this movie is.
And that's what he does.
And that's what he did. He doesn't do it anymore. He's
dead.
He's dead. Which is sad.
He's fucking dead, man.
But man, rough week 2. I hope week 3 is a little better.
I can't think enough, really.
Really can't. I had someone else write me suggesting a movie.
This is the fun part about this month. It's like we're supposed to watch shitty horror movies, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, but it's
no redeeming parts at all.
There's none. Oh God!
But it's the rite of passage. I did see these movies on I looked up a It's So Bad It's Good list, and these movies were on there.
So hey, we made a list.
So we're there. We're quickly checking off these fucking movies.
Oh man. But if you guys have watched these movies, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
We would love to hear your thoughts.
Seriously.
If you love Birdemic, I
want a whole conversation with you in a dark room.
Yeah. I'm going to hold your hand because you're a special person. Is what you are.
What, Dad didn't hug you enough? I'll give you a hug.
God. But I think that's it. I think we couldn't talk about these movies anymore. Just know that they're garbage, except for Spawn of Slithis. It's okay. It's not the best movie.
But it's okay.
Who's the worst winner?
Fuck me. You fucking
Birdemic.
Yeah.
It won the poll. I did a poll out of this week's 4 movies.
Bird shit wins.
So I'm going to do another poll against Hobgoblins and Birdemic so we can see who goes to the finale for the next 2.
Okay.
So
this is fun.
Yes. We'll see who's the I think Birdemic's going to take the fucking prize here. I don't think anything's going to top that garbage.
Trolls, do what you do best.
Oh yeah. Also, Birdemic makes Trolls 2 look like a fucking work of art.
Yeah, it really does.
Like I said, guys, I think that's it for this. We have a special review for you guys. Mm-hmm. First and foremost. So, just want to let you know, spoiler alert to the max here. We're going to be talking about non-horror for a little bit. Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, if you haven't seen it, which you should have, stop this, come back.
Who didn't see this movie? This movie's making, right now, it's still making money.
It's making billions. So we went and saw it premiere night.
I've seen it twice already.
I've seen it twice as well.
I'm going to go see it like 3 more times after now.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie.
I did too. Because I saw the first Avengers like 7 times in theaters.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. I mean, just the fact, because I didn't think any of that was ever going to come, like, actually work when they first did the Avengers movie. And not only that, but with the post-credit scene that teased to where we are now.
Which was Thor, correct? Or Iron Man. I think Iron Man had the first teaser.
But yeah, no, but we didn't know we didn't know anything about Thanos
until Thor. Thor was the first. Yeah,
Avengers. That post-credit scene,
bro, it was Thor.
The first Thor movie.
The first Thor movie after credit scene hinted Thanos. I
don't
promise
remember.
you.
I don't remember.
I promise you. Just take it from my word.
The fact that I saw Thanos in the end of the first Avengers movie got me hyped to where we are now.
Correct.
With Infinity War.
First off, man, this movie was pretty badass.
All around, just.
I mean, I had my nerd things. Like, I will say I hate the whole Gamora Thanos love thing. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's just bad writing on the entire Marvel world point. They didn't introduce Death, which they should have, because she is like the leading factor on why Thanos does all of this in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, he already has the mindset of wanting to do this, but like Death also like really
I think they wanted to
him.
give him, because in Infinity War they give him he wants to get rid of half the population because
that's what he does in the comics.
But Death is the motive on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do the Death thing.
Because they're stupid. So what they did is they knew they fucked up. They know they fucked up because they insert this whole Gamora, which is not in the comics.
No, not
Thanos
at all.
doesn't love Gamora or Nebula. He kidnapped them, wiped off half their planet, manipulated them, tortured them.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't love them. Like, they're his playthings.
Yeah.
He made Gamora the most feared assassin in the whole galaxy.
I think they were just trying to make Thanos more
likable.
Yeah,
which is weird because you're not like
I did like him a lot.
So here's the thing: like, I like Thanos.
I was all for what he was doing.
I liked villains. I like Thanos, Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
because I think they're cool characters in the sense of like they have cool powers. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. The motives behind their shit. I mean, Doctor Doom, his motives are different from a lot of them, but like Thanos' motives, like, I don't agree with killing half the universe.
I do.
Shut up.
I'm not.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Shut up.
Just kill the rest. It worked.
Did it?
Yeah.
How do you know? You don't know.
He said the other planets didn't go hungry.
You're gonna just take his word for it?
Yeah.
How do you know he's telling the truth?
Because why is he doing this? It's not because he's pure evil. He thinks what he was doing was right.
Yeah,
which makes a good villain.
You're using logic. You're using a logical logic, and you can use that argument to justify what Hitler did because he thought it was right.
Well, he did feed his people.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. So you have to like look at the logic you're thinking of,
exactly,
and then you're gonna insert it into reality and be like, okay, well, Hitler thought what he was doing was right, which it wasn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what makes Thanos like a cool villain, and
they
one
just
of the
wanted
coolest.
To make it more 3-dimensional instead of linear.
Yeah,
that's literally what it was for.
That's been the problem with Marvel till this point.
Their villains
is their villains, except for Black Panther, because I felt like Killmonger.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Killmonger was a really cool villain.
Yeah, well, that's because they had actually a decent ass writer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let's not give linear ass characters. What the fuck? Like,
yeah,
like Ronan could have been so much cooler. Like, why do they have to kill everyone off? Like, I don't like these characters are important in other key roles of the world. Like, yeah. Like Marvel Universe, whatever. But the thing is like, I think that was dumb. I think that was just their fact of fucking up and not introducing Death because.
But the thing is, like, they kind of teased it, and then
they showed us Red Skull,
which was cool. I like that because I was like, what the fuck happened?
Why is Red Skull here? I'm like, who the fuck cares? Like, Red Skull could have been a fucking an actual human on this planet, and I'd be like, oh, okay. But like, why Red Skull? Like, out of nowhere, Red Skull just appears. I'm just like. I always went into this and I was like, oh, I hope we're getting Infinity Gauntlet. Then I knew we're not going to get Infinity Gauntlet. And I just have these preconceived like knowledge of what happens in the comics, and I want that, but I know I shouldn't expect that from the movies because these are movies, not the comics.
But something as small as just getting Death to come up and being like, that's his motive.
So simple.
Simple.
Like, oh,
I agree.
Boom, boom, boom. Also, this movie had a lot of exploration, which was okay. It should have just been called the Thanos Quest, because that's literally what this storyline was.
Yeah.
More than anything was Thanos getting the stones, which is what happens prior to the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah. Infinity Gauntlet with the Thanos Quest.
Yeah, I agree.
He just goes and gets the stones, and then he has the gauntlet.
I mean, they've been taking titles from like popular story arcs, like Civil War and stuff like that, but it's not really Civil War.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
I mean, it's fine. Because it gets people pumped. Because it gets the nerds like, oh, fuck it, they're going to do Civil War. And then they watch it and like, what the fuck?
I take it as like this, the movie universe is just its own universe inside of the Marvel
100%
scale. It's not the 616 universe. It takes a lot of influence from that and in the Ultimate universe. Yeah. Puts them all together and makes their version of those movies because they don't have certain characters and they don't have...
Well, that's because they did a whole... Marvel has fucked up in the past with like giving movie rights away to. They should have just kept it in their little bubble.
Well, they were going bankrupt. That's why they gave it to Fox and Sony, which is understandable. And we are still.
I mean, Fox and Disney are now partnered up, and we're getting.
We don't know that yet. It's still being held. Yeah,
I thought it was announced that when Fox was buying.
No,
I mean Disney was
it's still not official.
I'm sure it is.
Fingers crossed, because there was a scene. Going back to Infinity War, the train scene where we get introduced to Captain America once again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the train
would have been so much cooler if it was Wolverine.
Steve Rogers.
Sorry, Steve Rogers. That's right. He's not Captain America anymore.
Yep.
I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers.
This
movie was okay. So this movie was really cool because it had a lot of fucking cool action scenes. It was very emotional and very funny.
Yeah. The
way they teamed up everyone perfectly. So you have Tony Stark with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. And then first of all, Doctor Strange and Tony Stark's like dynamic.
Battle of the goatees.
Yeah. I said that to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you said that to me during the movie. Like, what is the Battle of Goatees?
I'm like,
also,
like, better goatee?
Tony Stark looked like such a douchebag. Like, you introduced, he's wearing the fucking sweater over his thing. He's got those stupid fucking glasses on.
It's because of the nano technology. It turned into the Iron Man suit. Whatever. He's a rich fuck. He's gonna dress like a douchebag.
You couldn't find a cooler fucking outfit?
No.
Like, why not just wear the fucking jacket? Fuck. If it's cold enough for you to bring it, just wear it.
Yeah.
But no, I did like the team up, and I like when they introduced, the three, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, and Spider-Man 2, the Guardians.
Yeah.
And that whole that was hilarious. So and I loved Peter Parker's like explanation of like how his spider sense is working because he really doesn't know what's going on yet.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just trying to tell you that something's coming in, and the fucking grenade shows up. I like the alien references.
Yeah, that was so that's gonna be Peter's thing now, I guess. Cool.
He's gonna
just reference like pop culture.
Well, movies. No, the thing that was funny, dude, is that we went and saw it on April 26th, which was Alien Day.
Yeah,
and they made these alien references. And I was like, was this shit planned?
Have you guys ever seen Aliens? Boom,
yeah, boom,
sick,
I died.
So sick. I loved Guardians with Thor. I especially love just Rocket Raccoon
and Thor together.
Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Thor together.
Yeah.
The stuff was... and Thor with Star-Lord was fucking...
dude, Star-Lord was
so fucking funny.
He was so hurt. When Drax was like, this is not a dude. You're a dude. This is a man. A muscular man. It was just like, this is perfect.
And then Gamora's touching his arms. And he's like, stop that.
Will you stop massaging his arms? He was so butthurt.
Yeah.
He started like talking deeper and shit. This movie had so many like different fun elements.
Yeah. Oh, the scene where Thor talks about killing his or having to kill his sister or whatever. And then Star-Lord like... Not to brag or anything, it was like I had to kill my dad. My dad.
And my dad killed my mom.
Yeah, it's like,
oh god, that part was really funny. Thing. I mean, overall, like the storyline was really.
You can
cool.
have a whole podcast on the Guardian stuff. Drax.
Oh yeah, the whole invisible thing. Apparently, he improvised that.
Dude, it fucking worked. I've been watching reviews on it. Everyone's kind of bitching about Drax. Is like he's not really like being badass. He just has like a bunch of one-liners. I'm like, but they fucking work.
They
like,
work, but
funny.
This Drax is a fucking destroyer, dude. Yeah. Like, let's see him destroy shit.
Yeah, that's true. I do agree with that.
He's more than just a funny character. Like, he is a killing machine. Like, he fucking knows how to shred.
Yeah, but he's trying to fight Thanos, and Thanos just...
Well, use the Reality Stone.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Thanos is that creative because he just turns everything to bubbles.
Yeah, that's funny. Bubbles. I mean, like overall, like it's a lot. This movie was really good. Like I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun parts, a lot of emotional parts. Coordinates Grievous looked really badass. I love that.
Oh my god,
the fight scenes were really cool in this one.
So the I wish they spent more time on who everyone else is on Thanos' side.
This is
fucking what's their team called?
The Thanos' children.
They're called something else. The
Infinity Siblings,
something like that. It's
that's
Dark something. Yeah,
they got a cool name.
They call them something in the movie.
Yeah,
but I wish we spent more time on like what they were about and who they were. But I get it. This movie had a fucking shit.
It had the biggest cast you can ever fucking want. Yeah. I felt like what Marvel should have done was in between, instead of giving us a Thanos Quest movie, because that's what this pretty much was, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I think they should have done a like shorts, like in between.
Like how Thanos got some of the gems.
How he got the gems and things like that. Because it just makes more sense. Instead of spending so much time like exploring and getting the stones and all this and all that, we could have had more depth into our story. Like Avengers 4 coming out next year, like there's gonna be a massive fight.
Yeah.
Finally. Because like the fight wasn't a real fight. Like they fought the aliens, they didn't really fight Thanos. It was Thanos whooping their asses.
Yeah.
But like from the
Which scares the shit out of the fucking Hulk. He doesn't even come back in the whole movie.
Well, apparently, I was reading more about that, and it's not just about the ego thing, he getting his ass whooped. It's because he's tired of saving Bruce. Because if you think about it, like every time the Hulk comes out, it's always to save Bruce.
Right.
All the movies previous from Thor Ragnarok, in the sense. So I think Hulk, their whole conflict thing, like, because they have to become one, like not one, but like work together, and they eventually do become that team because they are two different people. And his name is Matt or Max. Huh? The Hulk, his name is Max or Matt. He says his name. He's like, "Come on, Matt." Because remember, the Hulk has a name from Thor Ragnarok.
I don't remember.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I can't wait to see more. I had a friend who was like talking about like, oh, why didn't they just cut Thanos' arm off on Titan? And I'm just like, because Doctor Strange saw 14 million outcomes, and probably that one didn't work. First off, they kicked the living crap out of Thanos.
Oh, and fuck Star-Lord.
And literally, like, at the end of all of it, Tony Stark managed to cut his
cheek
thing. So, I don't know. This movie is really badass. It gets like 9 for me.
Fuck Star-Lord.
Fuck Star-Lord.
He fucked it all up.
I hope he doesn't come back.
I'm not feeling too well, Mike.
Oh, dude. I know. The deaths were pretty sad.
Yeah.
The deaths were the best part.
So everyone dies.
Yep. Everyone. Except
everyone
for
dies.
The original Avengers and Rocket.
Cool.
Literally.
It is very cool. I feel like, so the marketing of it tells us that the Hulk was in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just like a misleading thing. A lot of people on the internet are just like kind of like going crazy about it. Like, oh, misleading, blah, blah, blah. I think either the Hulk was originally supposed to be in the movie, or that it was a marketing scheme. Because there is toys where you see the Hulk busting out of the Hulk bust suit, and there's also I think there's a pop toy of him doing that too.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's just kind of a little.
It was either actually filmed and they took it out of the movie, or took it out. It's a mismarketing thing.
Yeah,
because they were very hush hush with this movie. A lot of the actors weren't even in the same room.
No.
When they did most of the scenes.
Yeah. It's just because there's just so much could have been spoiled.
Yeah. Not only that, but I feel like this movie was a perfect balance of all the characters, and everyone had like their moment.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do everyone.
No.
Like, it's just impossible.
No, but I think the team ups,
that many characters, you couldn't do that.
The team ups were perfect, and I like I said, I think everyone had enough screen time.
Yeah.
And everyone had their moment.
Yeah, I agree. No, I definitely agree. I can't wait to see what comes out in a year.
Yeah.
See what happens to the remainder. I mean, half the universe is dead.
Yeah.
So
Captain Marvel comes.
Captain Marvel's coming.
I also think we're finally
apparently Adam Warlock is not coming.
What?
That's what I've been reading, so we'll see. I don't think that's true. That
has
bullshit.
To be because he's been teased since Guardians.
He also saves.
Yeah.
He's the reason.
He's the reason that
everything ends.
Yeah. Well, same thing with
Marvel.
No, Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah,
but we don't have the rights.
Exactly. Tell us your guys' thoughts though.
Yeah.
Did you guys love Infinity War. I mean, I know it's not horror. We're just kind of nerding out because we kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. We haven't had the time to do it. But also, if you watch these 4 movies, let us know what you fucking think, because we would love to hear what you have to say if you watched them unbearably like we did, because it was bad. Also, guys, make sure you leave those reviews. Those reviews are nice. We've been getting a lot of them lately, which is awesome. We love the feedback, guys. Keep it coming, because you don't understand, but those do help us get to more people.
Yes.
And the more people that listen to us and review us means the more cool things Patrick and myself get to do.
Like live in a house.
Like live in a house and not in a car. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Horror Junkies FL. We're on there all the time. I'm posting things constantly every day. We're pretty active. We'll talk to you. If you talk to us, it's not a big deal. We're doing some cool stuff with stickers. We'll announce that when that time comes. We have other things going on in life because we're busy.
Yeah, we're busy boys.
You're literally busy boys. If you have any questions or movies you want to recommend, we've been getting a couple recommendations through email, horrorjunkiepodcast@gmail.com. Send us your horror movies that you want us to watch, or send us cool things to review that you enjoy or that you make maybe. But other than that, guys, it's been another hairy but sweaty episode of the Horror Junkies Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Pat.
Stay weird, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Bye.